Welcome back to our lakeside cabin renovation. Have you ever wondered how to put lights, sockets, and switches into such a small space like your little cabin? I actually had the same problem and I struggled and thought how to do it. And finally, I used a pragmatic method. I called it visualization method that you can use without even being an interior designer. Let's start. Overnight it rained and bad weather always complicates renovations. Luckily, the temporary roof cover held strong. And today we concentrate on the interior. The team is back to finish the peak of the cabin, a millimeter perfect task. Watching them measure, build the structure and prepare for the final panel is incredible. It's true craftsmanship. It's great to see such a precision in an action. We leave the team for a moment to work on the substructure and we'll speak about the planning of the lighting and interior design. First, I sketched very roughly the cabin's floor. Everyone can do it. This is not really hard and it's just very rough. You don't need to be precise. You do not need to know the millimeters of the cabin floor. Just simply sketch the area. In the second step, you sketch very roughly where you want to have your furniture. So when you want to have a kitchen, then the kitchen will most probably be where the water is. On the opposite side, in our cabin, I want to have the storage area and I like the symmetry, so I put some symmetrical furniture on the opposite side. And in the back of the cabin, I want to have sitting and sleeping area. So I put just a space for these beds or sitting space in the back of the cabin. This sketch will give us a rough idea where everything should go without even having a specific designer software. Once you have finished with the sketch, the second sketch will begin, and this is planning of the electrical layout. Let's start with the kitchen. You need an outlet for fridge. You need for coffee machine, water cooker, maybe a mixer, and all those other appliances you want to have. So just for every single of this device, I planned a socket. Also, what you need to consider is where you want to have the socket. Like for example, for the fridge, we want to have the socket behind the appliance, so it will be somewhere down. And for the other kitchen appliances, I want to have it above the worktop. Go through the sketch corner by corner, and every time you are in a special area, consider what kind of light you want there. In the background where you want to sit, you probably want to have some kind of light to be able to read. You want to have some kind of light above the table. What also immensely helps, and I can recommend, is to use some kind of symbols. It will help you, and it will help you especially when you speak to your contractors. So for the outlets, I always used in my sketch the X, and for the lights, I used 0. And this helped me to speak to my people and to my team to explain what I actually want to have. Switch placement is as important as placing the lights, because you have to think how you want to switch on and off the lights. Why this consideration is that important? Just imagine that you are up in the sleeping mezzanine area of the cabin and you want to go to sleep and you want to switch the spotlight. and you have to climb down just to switch it off. Maybe not that good. So also consider whether there should be a switch that will enable you to switch it on and off from downstairs and upstairs as well. And that's it. You are done with the plan. The team has finished the panel at the peak and is already working on the wooden floor. While the team installed the flooring, I took a break and went for a walk around the lake. And then I saw a small cute baby crying for its parents. First, I was really scared that it was abandoned and maybe I should do something. But I decided not to do it. It was the right decision. When I returned to the terrace, I saw that the parents rescued the baby and came for it. It is really great. Now the flooring is in, the team finished everything, and it starts to look as really nice, cozy room, our little cabin, but still without interior design and a lot of small things that are still missing in the cabin. I see you next time.